Universe. We can't keep meeting like this, but we both know it's gonna keep happening and there's not much we could do about it. How are you today? I'm good. Good enough, at least. We're gonna be doing some Pokemon Unbound. First thing on the docket is we're gonna try to go finish Zygarde. This time without going to run up and fight Red and lose. Doing a little bit of wood cutting on the side on my iron as well. I'm a wood cutting appreciator. That was my first 99 cape in old. I mean, I say old school RuneScape, but it was old school when it was still old. Okay, so we're going to go on the SS Marine, hopefully. I think I gave myself low-grade carpal tunnel the last couple days because my hand kind of hurts today, which is a little bit unfortunate. But hopefully it won't be too bad. Alright, let's look at the info here. Leaves once a day for a voyage between Seaport and Polder Town. Whistle blows 5 times. It means the ship has arrived at its destination. Ship passenger cabins are full of trainers who love to battle. Items can't be used in battle against trainers, but if you defeat all the trainers on board before the ship reaches its final destination, we'll give you a prize. Pokemon, you're so right, Lily. Our main goal here is not to defeat everyone, although that would be a nice little bonus. We're not allowed to use items here. There's 3 people. I'm gonna keep my cube just in the off chance we need it for the Zygarde thing. I assume we don't. But we're not gonna talk to anyone. We're gonna look in garbage cans, but we're just gonna look for the captain's room. That is like the one thing we want. One person on the port, 2 on the starboard. I always mix up port and starboard. But all I'm doing is looking for the captain's room. That's it. Surely the captain's room looks like a little bit different. Perhaps not. We just don't want to stumble into red before we find the captain's room. That's it. Once we have that Zygarde cell, all bets are off. But like, my brain says the captain's room has to be as far north as possible. But maybe that's misguided. We're just gonna check every room until we see what looks to be a ship captain. But why would the captain's room be like here? That doesn't make any sense. Maybe I should have looked this up ahead of time? Nah. Consider instead we can wander aimlessly until something solves itself. Is this the captain's room right here? Oh my god, it was like 2 feet away from the entrance and I just didn't go here. That's it. We have collected 100% of Zygarde cells. The captain of the SS Marine, Captain Oppenheimer is my name. Moved from Alola where I hope to put my ferry services could be put to a better use. And when I did, I took some of these strange discs I got from researchers. Nothing I can use, so you can have one if you want. Changes the map, Silvally. Oh, it's the held item for Silvally. Interesting. I guess that's how you get those. Makes it into a steel type. Silvally's weird. Alright, well, we found what we wanted to, so we can just talk to people. I don't like East Boreas all that much. It's too humid and too damp, but they do have the most amazing cafe in Magnolia Town, which is worth the trip every time. Kind of base. I've been there a few times. We have a quest to find 7 items in trash cans. I wonder if they're like pre-located items in the world, or if they can show up here too. I'm gonna guess that they're predetermined. Almost every voyage, I see a perpetually lonely-looking idiot for someone to talk, or looking for someone to talk to. We should call him the shelter guy because he's like the Pokemon. He never wants to let anyone go. Oh my god, kind of brutal. I want to nap in my room, but if I do, I might miss my chance to battle all the other trainers. There's only like 3 trainers, including myself, buddy. You gotta pick your battles. No matter where I go, there seems to be a trainer who have found altogether new and perhaps unfair way to battle. Let me take you on fair and square. We found one of them at least. I'm more excited about the Zygarde, so this dude's probably gonna clown on me. This is a rough matchup for certain. Guess we'll Mega Metagross. Alternatively, we could do, I think the 2 Mega Stones we have is this and Altaria. But if they have Ice types, we're heckin' conked. Hopefully you can tank this Metagross. You certainly can. Frostlass is quick, but it's also very brittle, so it should be a one-hit if I were to guess. My guess would be validated, certainly. That's a Mesprit, my dude. Does Mesprit have Levitate? I think I just Iron Head for safety. This is probably more damage anyways with Stab, thinking about it. It's heckin' setting up. Thankfully, if we get it low enough, I think Frostlass... I mean, we have a priority move on Frostlass, but we might be able to just, like, conk it. A crit would be nice. Never lucky. Honestly, no, I was gonna say we might survive this, but it's +2. It did no damage to Metagross. I was like, we're dead, but apparently Metagross is a bulk meister. I didn't run Metagross in the as my starter, so I'm kind of working with what I got, you know. What's the damage on that? Yeah, okay. So it looks like Zen Headbutt and Iron Head are our best bets. Floatzel's extraordinarily quick as well, so we're just gonna be much slower. We can't use items during battle, so we can't heal up, but we'll just keep pushing the attack. We can outside of battle, but I also am like out of items still because I never got him back. Metagross kind of a bulk master though. Guess we Iron Head. Infestation does do % damage, but I can't imagine it'll hit too hard in the beginning. Hopefully we won't hit, but I don't think we will. Unfortunate. Gonna switch Icy. Oh, Infestation holds. Okay, well it looks like we're taking a KO, which is not my favorite thing. I didn't know Infestation prevented swapping. Good to learn now, I guess. I'm willing to bet Icy is just faster than Pavilion. I'm gonna Ice Shard anyways, just in case. That was enough just to make me miss the simpler days. Buddy, you threw out a Mesprit. I don't know what you're talking about. Thankfully, we have a Moo Moo Milk galore still. I kind of forgot that that was like how we how we were living currently. We definitely got to go farm money. Maybe I'll look up how people do it. I assume it's just Resco Trainer House. We can also use Resco Trainer House as like a BOGO and also farm like evolutions for the quest. So it's like a beneficial thing. What was it? Okay. One important two in Starboard. Starboard is the left side, right? I'm not super nautically versed. Oh my gosh, it's so boring. I mean, seriously boring. There's nothing doing this ship except nap and battle trainers. Well, I'll show them. I'll show all of them. Let's see how much they like it when I'm the one boring their pants off. Like you came looking for trainers just like everyone else. How about it? You sick of me already? Gosh, I don't think you're listening to me. Mission accomplished. Yeah, I'm spiteful enough to waste a trainer's time, but at least I admit it. What the heck? That's interesting. I moved to Boreas to try and escape crime back home, but guess what? I waltzed right into more crime, somewhere more crime ridden than before. I just want to go home before anything bad happens. That's reasonable. Sorry you had such an experience. Avoid Antisis City would be my advice. I'm not in the battle, but I never tire listening to the sounds of battle happening next to my own room. I like to amuse myself by guessing what's happening. The trash can is empty, you're so right. Can the people outside be trainers? I'm terrified of ships. Let me off. Why'd you get on, buddy? As comfortable sailing as I take issue with the policy regarding privacy, I must say, I can only lock my door if I wish to go to sleep. I just want to journey to the other destination in peace, not be challenged by these oafs. That is kind of a weird policy. That, like, kind of feels illegal, but so it goes. Magic Stone, Sea Crystal, Dynamax, lovely. You ever thought about those who aren't so lucky? Or so filthy, stinking rich? Dang. Buddy, my Poke wallet's at, like, 0 right now, and my real wallet's gonna be at 0 soon. I feel you on that one. Almost every voyage, I see some desperate-looking idiot looking for someone to talk to. Oh, this is the Shelter Guy one. I haven't seen Shelter Guy yet, I don't think. I've seen, like, the polar opposite of Shelter Guy, in the form of that NPC that wastes our time with an empty chat box. I don't like East Boreas all that much. It's too humid and damp, but they do have the most amazing camp. Oh, right. Okay, we talked to you. That's the captain's room right there. Maybe I had it backwards. Maybe starboard is the right side now. You want to battle? Sure, why not? I've beaten everybody else in sips, so you're all that's left. We're cooked. A Meow Stick is interesting. You're gonna probably be setting up, so I think we go for the double tail glow. What does Psychic Surge do? Sorry about that. I know that at least one of them is priority moves don't work anymore. The Glaceon does not spark joy. I am setting up the tail glow on Marcus. I think we stay out, but I think there's a good chance we get KO'd. What would Nature Power be? I think we just go for the Giga Drain. Freeze Dry hurts. You're so fast. I'd be super down if we survived. I'll be honest, I don't really know what Glaceon's stats are like. Boo 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 boo. I'm gonna really shake up the meta here and go Mega Metagross. I don't regret picking Chompy by any means, because I've grown to really appreciate Garchomp. But I feel like Metagross is just kind of easy mode. That's probably not true. Oh, this is so strong. I wish that we still had Toxic available. If we get a flinch on Iron Head, that would actually be huge for us, because we actually outspeed. Will-O-Wisp is really heckin' annoying. That halves our damage, which is going to make it much harder to get through Dusknoir. If we get a flinch, we'll still be in good position, but if we don't, then... Alright, nope. I think we swap here. It's funny, I thought about bringing Absol or Shofukan. Apparently I should have. What are we looking at here? Probably the Bitter Malice. Didn't swap. I hope we KO, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't, because this is a beefy boy. I hate that. I think Will-O-Wisp can miss too. Not that it's like a big deal. I'm just mad. This Dusknoir did kind of a number on us. And then we crit when it doesn't matter. Let's go! A classic. Bum 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 bum. What do we do against Glaceon? I think we rip the Bitter Malice and hope... I don't think we can Frostbite, actually. I know we outspeed. I'm hesitant more about switching and getting destroyed by something. Holy, so not only are you a bulk master, you also one-hit Pokemon. Glaceon kind of got everything. I didn't realize it has a BST of 2082. That's nuts. I have the Mega Stone? Oh no, I thought I had the Z Crystal on Trumpy. It does in fact kind of change how I feel about this now. That was an okay hit, but... Does this Glaceon not know an ice move? I mean, I'm super grateful for it, don't get me wrong. I was just expecting us to get ice beamed in one hit. Decidueye. I guess we'll just chip it with Dragon Claw. I don't think we're gonna KO it in one hit or anything. We're not beefed up or anything. It's gonna get hit by its Garchompite that I can't even use. That hurts. Goodbye, Chomper. I think Butte is an open. Butte's a little risky. A lot risky. I shouldn't have done Butte. This was a mistake. Okay, yeah. I mean, maybe we survived the Leaf Blade because Butte is like really healthy, but... Oh! I love that for us. Did not think we were surviving on that turn. Does Meowstic go for the kill or for setup is the question. I'm gonna say it probably goes for the kill. I'm gonna try to recover just in case. Yeah, it goes for the kill. If it didn't, we were back in the game. Forgive me, I'm chopping wood. This is tough. I think we go Metagross here, which is kind of like throwing. And then just try to chip as much as we can. We can't get rid of the burn, which is buns. Let's see what hidden power type it is. Whatever it is, it don't matter. That was a rough fight for us, but look, we're pulling through. I think we might even KO. I think the burn's gonna take out Metagross 100%. Maybe it would have been better to just go with 10 to avoid a KO. Apparently the burn's not gonna take out Metagross. I thought that's how that worked. Saves us a revive at least. So we do kind of have an abundance of them. Yeah, I definitely... my arm is very unhappy with me. Presumably because I spent like a while playing on my phone last night in bed. Getting old kind of sucks. I don't recommend it. Like, it's something we all generally have to do, but like the things that come with it. Like, is it cool to be able to just kind of go buy a whole cake and eat it when you want? Yeah, for sure. But the rest of the stuff is kind of buns. I think we need to use an elixir too on Metagross, because I believe Ironhead was getting quite low. Thanks for sailing with us. Ship's about to arrive in Polder Town. There was a limited amount of steps. Did I get a reward? Okay. Look, we got what we wanted. Let's go get our Zygarde 100%. I want to say that's in Dresco, and I have no idea why I think it's in Dresco. We're gonna go to Dresco. Return to Dresco Town. I'm a turbo genius, and I'm even gonna pregame this. I assume they're gonna want us to bring our Zygarde with us, because from my memory, that was a necessity for swapping it out. Oh my god, I'm stuck on a bench. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. My heart is saying the building on the right, but my mind's saying the one on the left. My mind was right. Would you like to disassemble your temporary Zygarde construct? Please choose the Zygarde. Zygarde has been disassembled into its cells. If it was holding an item, it will now be back in your cube. Collected all the Zygarde cells. Amazing. Would you like to assemble them into a permanent construct? A permanent construct? You want to assemble your permanent construct as soon as possible? The final version of Zygarde from here on out, disassembly is no longer possible. However, the form of Zygarde is easily changed. It will. Speak to me and I'll change it for you. You may also speak to my husband in order to enhance your Zygarde in other ways. So your new Zygarde. I don't really want a shiny hunt Zygarde, though it is a cool shiny. How do we get it to be maybe you can shiny hunt it like this. Maybe not. So we finished the quest, but it's not the fancy one. Now that you have the permanent Zygarde, I can teach it a special move and change its ability. Teach it 1,000 arrows. I wonder how you get the fancy one. Now I'm like kind of emotionally locked into this. I'm gonna look it up. Maybe it needs a special ability for him. Corn Force is pretty cool too. I think 1,000 Arrows is the one that's like, it's a ground move, but it, excuse me, hits flying. Let's look at Zygarde. Maybe it's an ability thing. Or a break. Sure. What's the other ability? Power Construct. I think Power Construct is the fancy one where it's the big form, right? Or am I crazy in thinking that? I only really know about this from Pokerogue, and I never even got it. Transforms below half HP. Ah, okay. I didn't realize that it only became... Wow, look at those IVs. I mean, it's guaranteed. Presumably. Cool, though. Alright, we finished off our Zygarde. I was wondering if it'd be level 100 since the other ones came at level 10 and 50, and it is in fact, and I actually love that. I have a big beefy boy. Not that we really need one. The issue with Zygarde, no offense to Zygarde, of course, is that it exists in a world where Chompy exists. And Chompy has the same type matchup. And I like Chompy. I talked about it a little earlier on stream, but I'm chopping Elder Logs on my my iron finally. And I've reached like a dreadful realization, and that's that I'm gonna have to go do more divination before I chop a crazy amount more of my logs. It's not the end of the world. But I went on like a week-long tangent to improve my woodcutting capabilities, and now I just want a woodcut. I just want to fish. I told her I was going to the bank, but I didn't tell her which bank. I'm getting distracted here. Let's go grab Cookie. Let's start smacking some things. We'll do another hunt for the Frostlass ideally, but also the Glalie might happen too. We need to accept the fact that when you're doing this kind of shiny hunt, you could be woefully disappointed. Okay. Gonna save here. Actually, we're gonna get off the bike first. We don't have any quick balls either, but I don't think there's any world where it can KO itself. That's some famous last words right there, surely. First one's gonna be shiny. We're gonna speed up the game now too. I have it on 7 times instead of 4, just so we get back up in the chain quicker. We'll go all the way to 100 and then do some save states there to save some time. We might just get it on the way too. That's kind of what happened with Marcus. I think going for Shiny Absol might be what I do next too. Because I think we can change its ability. I'm sorry about the coughing today. I don't know why I'm so scrunked. We can change its ability to Super Luck. And Absol's heckin' cool. I don't know if that's like a brave take or not. I have to imagine that it's kind of on the most lukewarm of takes ever. I must just drop my combo. We're already on 17. This is actually beautiful on 7 times speed. I was gonna go full 10 times, but like... I'm already pretty confident I'm gonna drop it at least once during 7 times. That one position's kind of the worst because I can't see it on my map, and my brain doesn't really look towards the arrow that says where it is, but I really need to. That one's also rough. We're already on 25. That's actually crazy. Quarter of the way there. We're gonna heal up really quick because I noticed I think we were orange. I don't know what number we were at though because I'm going quite quick. I think it has 32 PP knockoff, so it would make sense that getting kind of low but not totally done. I'd like to get, if we get a male Snorunt shiny, I'd like to go for a female one this stream too. Because our search level is going to be so high that I feel like it's kind of a no-brainer. I keep almost running from this encounter. I'm so glad I turned that off. It's just because like the Dex nav button is identical to the run button, so sometimes you just kind of get on autopilot and you're like, I should be pushing the R button right now. I just lost my chain. That hurts. I don't have I don't have a repel on. Like, I miss microed for sure, but the repel would have gotten us sooner or later. We just got extraordinarily lucky it didn't happen sooner. Honestly, lucky it didn't happen later, too. Having that happen on, like, 80 would have been a lot more depressing than on, like, 30. Especially when I just sauced in how, glazing? I think saucing is bad and glazing is good. I was just glazing how quick we're going. There is a, I don't know if especially, like, foreign viewers are familiar with it, but there's a donut chain called Krispy Kreme, which I think I've had, like, once in my life. But either way, the town I grew up in wasn't that big. And they had one move in. I was probably like a young teenager at the time. I don't exactly remember how long ago it was, but it was a long time ago. And my mom was like, we gotta go. We gotta go see it. I was like, sure. I mean, I don't care why Dunkin' Donuts doesn't suffice, but we can go. I was kind of, I don't want to say I was rebellious, but man, I was not one for trying new things when I was a wee tot. But we end up going to it and stuff. And inside is like, when you walk into a Dunkin' Donuts or a Starbucks or whatever, you got the counter, you walk up, you order your thing, you get your coffee, you get your donut, good to go, bada bing, bada boom, simple. This place had like a massive like conveyor belt of donuts behind a glass wall, and you could watch them like go through the process of like getting deep fried at one part, and then automated getting moved over to like getting glazed, and it was just like super fascinating to young me. I was like, oh my god, how is this like even possible? And my mom was like, yeah, I never want to eat another glazed donut again. That was disgusting to see it in the process. And I was like, that's crazy. I wanted to go like swimming in the glazed waterfall. My mom was not feeling it though. And looking back on it in retrospect, like I kind of get it. Because you're like, man, this donut's good. But you also don't want to see, ah, yes, this was like in a sea of sugar water functionally before it made it into my my hands. Oh my god, I almost dropped it. That would have been scary. I think that was the first and last time I had Krispy Kreme. They did not last very long there either. They got replaced with... I want to say it's an urgent care now. I don't go to my hometown super often. But I believe they put an urgent care in there, which is kind of ironic. Not like super ironic, but a little ironic, and that's good enough. Oh my god. My micro is like negative. Maybe I should save state every 30 so I don't drop it again. Honestly, I might just chain it 50 for a bit too. If our search level is getting close to 255, then like chaining it 50 and 100, I believe, are identical. $46. Alright, we're at 48 now. I'm gonna really quickly check our search number. We're at 244. We're almost max, so I'm gonna go here. I'll be honest though, I still don't totally get why people save state on 49. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I'm just being dumb. That was the wrong heckin' save state. I just had a blast to the past. I'm gonna save state on 50 because I don't wanna keep doing that second battle. Maybe I misunderstood it. Maybe there's like, you save state during the ending cutscene of that battle and that'll give you better RNG. Not better RNG, but like more varied RNG. We have roughly a 1 in 50 chance right now every time that I get into this encounter. So it's like, it's not bad. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. And if we go at this pace, it should be pretty quick. Gonna check a new seed after this one. What we do is we move one, save state, boom, fresh seed for us. We're kind of, I don't want to say we're dry, but we're certainly like not getting lucky on this one. I do think we're a little bit behind the expected rate. That just means we're going to get the next two shinies even quicker. I'll do 2 more on this seed and then we'll check another one. That was a rough one. I wasn't looking at my screen, so it doesn't surprise me that we lost that one, but that was certainly a little rough. The same seed? Probably not. I don't know why I keep ending up in that corner. I'm just trying to basically, like, if you're watching this and you're like, what the heck's going on? I'm basically trying to just randomize the amount of time and steps I take before doing another dex nav every time. Might be kind of super obvious too, so I apologize if you're like, duh. Like, I totally feel that. But by doing that, I have the luxury... I don't know if luxury is the right word, but I have the ability to check a lot of different seeds while we have a pretty good chance at a shiny, I would say. Ah! Yeah, it didn't take too long. Ah, it's a beautiful looking one too. And we got the female too. I think we'll just use a repeat ball. We can always change it later. There is an NPC that I met in Cube Core. Nice. See, that one wasn't too bad. Once you get the chain up and everything, it's not too bad. So we have Icy. What would be a successor to Icy? I already have Snowy. I'm so bad with naming. We can always rename it later. We'll go with Hime. All right. Throw a quick save out, of course. Because we got the female one, I think we're gonna call it fine on Snow Run for now. Because I didn't really want to run Mega Glalie, but I'd at least give it a shot. We might go back to it though, because with the excuse me, the search level's so high, it can be pretty quick. But obviously, you got to put in like a fair bit of grinding ahead of time to get it up there. Speaking of a fair bit of grinding, let's get Hime on the team. I think we'll do a little bit of trainer house grinding to get Hime up amongst other things. Because there's a few other Pokemon that still need leveling. And this will get us some space bucks back too. The thing is, we want to make sure that Skarmory is holding an amulet coin. That's like paramount to success. And I mean, it's not necessary for success exactly, but it'll get us a lot of the space bucks we need. We gotta think about what I need to go for next. I kinda did that one on a whim. I'm thinking maybe 10. Maybe we have 11. That sounds like a good one. Let's go for 11. I know we legally have 11 already too, but that was just because I had 9, 10, and 11. 11's perfect. That's my lucky number. I believe Goob needs to evolve when it's raining, or level up when it's raining, so that's not very viable. Getting Snowy to max is probably a good plan. I feel like we're kind of lacking on the fairy front. I don't even know if that's true. It feels true, though. That's a respectable team. Let's make sure that we have the amulet coin. I don't know who's holding it. It might not be in my bag right now. That's kind of what I'm dreading. Here's a lucky egg. We can give the lucky egg. Okay, we can give Hime the lucky egg. Oh, it should be up at A. Okay, we do have the amulet coin. I want to see how to upgrade the amulet coin really quick, because we want to do that ahead of time. Upgrade amulet coin. Google my best friend. Is it the soft clay guy? No, it's not. It is the gentleman in Telltown. I don't know what they need, but let's go check and see if we can upgrade our amulet coin. Oh, you know, we can actually grab our Frostlass right now, too. I don't see a reason not to. Assuming we have a Dawnstone. I have to imagine we do. I feel like I just went past all the stones. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. We do have a dawn stone. Ah, oh, look at Hime. Excuse me. I got a water check, that's what I need. Make sure you're all staying hydrated as well. Huge. That's so cool looking. Our team's coming together. I don't know what your best moveset is. We'll have to look into that, but I certainly enjoy you having Bitter Malice. Avalanche seems like an awful idea, assuming I understand it correctly. Unless I misread it, but it seems like you have to be quite slow for it to work. Alright, Hime's evolved. Let's see. If you want to upgrade, you need 4 big nuggets. I do have 4 big nuggets, apparently. It's now level 4. 4 times the amount of prize money. I don't think we have 5. I know how to get 1 big nugget a day. Which maybe we should go do really quick. We have none right now. Yeah, alright, let's go do that really quick. Imagine not sneezing. What a world that must be. Alright, we need to slow this down. Is that in Polder Town or Magnolia? Or neither? Is it Redwood? I want to say it's Polder Town. It might not be Polder Town. Oh, it's totally this building, I remember. I'm making it up. I felt so confident when I said it. Alright, hold on, I'm checking. It is Magnolia Town. No way. Say it ain't so. It can't be, can it? Nah, it can, unfortunately. This way, please. Alright, hopefully it's not anything bad. Like how many bridges are located in the game or something. Or what color the bridge is. What does the T in KBT Expressway stand for? I would assume it was tunnel. It's a long word. Yeah. Oh, King Boreas the Third. Is that really a long word? I didn't realize KBT stood for King Boreas the Third. Actually, I feel like someone mentioned that to me. Is that really a long word? I mean, I guess KBT is a long thing. It's a lot of times doing this to be able to upgrade the thing fully, but there's all other ways to get upgrades on it, so it's not like it's the only way. We could be running raids as well. Alright, let's go level up Hime. Get some money, buy some quick balls. I went to the wrong city. No thank you on the repellent, but I appreciate you offering. What's Icy Wind guaranteed crit? No, it's lowering. I think I'll probably just match Hime's skills for now. We can always relearn them without much trouble. Will-O-Wisp is interesting. I don't know if I undervalued Will-O-Wisp, but being able to half like a physical attacker's damage is kind of huge. What else do we want for our full shiny team? Because surely we want to at least get 6 Pokemon. Shadow Ball is a big one. Although I don't even think Hime has it right now. A lot of quick levels already. And we get 25,000 space bucks now per fight, which is huge. That's crazy. Alright, we're gonna be back on the board with money no time flat. We don't need hail, I don't think. Surely Keke is a special attacker. Maybe not. I just assume a giant flower would be a special attacker, not physical. Maybe flowers be throwing hands harder than I think. Hime has already caught up to Mimikyu in spite of starting 30 levels down. That's actually quite funny. Double Team's interesting too. I wonder how viable that is. I feel like Double Team has a little bit too much luck reliant on it, or extreme knowledge, because if your opponent just has like a guaranteed hit move, you're cooked. Let me tell you something too, and this is somewhat anecdotal. If you're gonna get into Pokemon ROM hacks, I would almost certainly recommend not starting with Unbound. Which it kind of sounds a little ass backwards, because I think Unbound is like kind of the GOAT. But holy cow, it really makes it hard to want to play the other ones. Like, I started Unbound, and I'm not going to name the ones. I don't want to name and shame and be like, oh, this one kind of sucks. But I certainly struggled to find the quality of Unbound in other ROM hacks. There are certainly some that live up to it, which is why I'm deliberately not dropping any names. But man, this is just like... It's kind of like... It makes me wish that Nintendo would release a game in the old styles again. Which is to say, I actually quite like Scarlet and Violet. I quite like the Legends games too. I like the previous one quite a bit, and I think the next one will be quite fun. But there's something so charming about a game in the Emerald style. I feel like it was kind of peak. So on occasion we get these comments on the stream, usually on quieter days, where it'll be like, go to this website, you could get the best viewers ever, remove the space, go here. which really fascinates me because that implies the existence of like people that are, well, I assume it's just bots, but assuming that it's not bots, let's like devil's advocate here. It implies the existence of a subsection of people, one, that get paid to watch streams, and two, that will pay for people to watch their streams. And like, don't get me wrong, I understand the concept of like advertisement in general, where like you're paying a premium so someone will go to your product. But like the stream itself is like, you could just pop in for free whenever. Like there's no price. Like, yeah, you might have to face an advertisement for a few seconds, but like, I guess legally the price is some of your time, which is scary in itself. But like, and then even worse, still advertise like the best viewers. Does that imply that there's other places that have inferior viewers that you could buy? Are the best viewers more expensive than like kind of mediocre ones? Like, what if I want a viewer that just shows up and goes like, "You suck," but then like watches? Would that be less or more expensive than someone that was like, "Oh my god, that's crazy, you just used Bravebird on your Skarmory for the 900th time"? Because like, I could see the appeals of both, but I feel like there should be like a payment tier or something for this. Because sometimes I just want someone to come in and call me an idiot and then leave, you know? Other days I could really use the Skarmory glazing. Even it's already 87. But if you close your eyes, did we have Snowy at 100? No, I didn't see it pop. I saw the 99, so I assumed it hadn't. That is the Snowy level, so we can put Snowy in the finish box and swap someone else in. Thinking about doing this and I just missed microed entirely, as well as like can't do it on fast speed. It's too hard. Alright, now we have another ice type and a fairy type, which is nice too. Because we have Altaria Mega, but I don't think we have another fairy at all. I don't see one here at least. Having like a proper fairy type to be able to conk and bunk. Oh, the boy. What, the boy or Gorn? I feel like we want to go with, well, we have both these types like kind of covered. Go for the Butterfree as well. I don't think I'm going to be using the Butterfree in my final team though. Forgot Zoroark is like, exists. I don't know why you're in the starter box, and maybe I put you there on purpose. Let's finish leveling Chi. Honestly, with how much money we get per run, I think I'm gonna just get Hime leveled up to 99, and then maybe just go hunt something else. Or maybe play something else for a little bit. Whenever I get a shiny, I feel like I've like accomplished what my goal was. I mean, because it was my goal. And I'm like, yeah, what if I go, I don't know, learn how to do a Raxor in RuneScape or something. That's been on my to-do list, but it's scary. I'm daunted to try new bosses, which is dumb because like, I'll almost certainly die a handful of times. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just get in there and never die. But you're never gonna learn without trying. I think that's important, and people need to remember that. I mean, okay, it's not necessarily true, but you'll never succeed without trying. You can certainly learn without trying. Just depends on what you're learning, I suppose. We're getting real close to where we want to be. And I think we'll look into maybe look at some competitive movesets for Frostlass. I don't think Frostlass is like a competitive pick, so there might not be too much information on it. But if we see someone be like, I quite like Frostlass, I'll be like, Pog, me too. What do you like about Frostlass? And they'll be like, you know, I like when it uses Ice Beam. And I'll be like, oh yeah, Ice Beam, true. It's so valid. Little will they know that I'm using them. Find out what moves to use on my own Frostlass so that I can defeat them. It's so weird to me that Will-O-the-Wisp is like a very... I think it's fire. But it's like a ghosty Pokemon. No, it is ghost, right? It's a ghost move. It makes sense because the Will-O-the-Wisp, but it still burns. I don't know. I feel like we blur the line with some abilities sometimes. Also, I think Freeze Dry is one of the coolest abilities in existence. I think I've talked about this on stream before, but like, I want more of that in my life. I don't think we're gonna get the Hime level up here. It'd be nice if we did. We did not. One more. Certainly one more, because Hime's 99 with the Lucky Egg tier 2. It's gonna heal up. I don't think it's necessary. There's the level 100 Hime. And quite a few levels on other things as well. I'm not the best at team building. I had a discussion recently that effectively boiled down to is deck building a necessary skill set, or should it be required to be good at deck building to be good at a card game? That's like the long and short of it. Specifically, it was about an online game, but it extends to all card games. Should you know how to make a good Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, etc. deck to be allowed to be like a top tier player? The person I was discussing it with said, yeah, absolutely. If you don't understand deck building, you're not allowed to be good. You need to be like a master of everything to be able to be considered the best. But like, if you're the best Pokemon player in the world, we'll say competitive VGC, and what you're really good at is just like playing matchups and reading what to do, but you don't have a damn idea how to like make your parties, that make you not good? I would say it makes you really good. Maybe you don't know why the Octane is the best card in the game, but you know that it is, so you use it and it works. Oh, Rahime, you look so cool. I forgot for a second. What a team. Alright, let's grab Cookie again. I think we'll go for a shiny Cookie next. I think that's the play. Because we use Cookie a lot anyway, so if we shiny hunt with Cookie, but it's a shiny Cookie, that could be pretty heckin' cool. Oh, look at him! You'll love to see it. Do a quick save here. I also like to save a random state whenever I get neurotic. I'm gonna lose my save when playing games, so if I can ever have a backup save, I always try to. After I got Blue Patorius Maximus, I made like a whole backup of the save because I was like, it took me many hours to accomplish. I'm gonna be quite upset if I have to do that again. Alright, let's go Shiny Hunt a Cookie next. I believe Cookie is on Crystal Peak, on like the outside area. I hope that area is not too buns to get through. You know what we should do though, really quick too? Is let's go buy a few quick balls. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I'm excited. want to say the quick balls are in the mart. Yeah, I definitely got some form of carpal tunnel stuff going on. Look at that, 500k in no time flat. How are we doing on timer balls? Grab some. Next, we're gonna grab a bunch of full restores. And now we're out of money. We needed them anyways, though, and it didn't take that long to get the 500k. Let us go over to Buddha's Bog. I hope we're not out of max repels. I remember having an okay amount still. This cube can hold a lot of stuff. No one can deny that. Yeah, we got plenty of max repels. Full restores are just so useful and so universal. I believe you want everything on? To be able to get there quickly. Actually, I think you just need everything on to go up there anyways. Is it this one or is it the next one? It's this one, perfect. I think we can kind of hunt anywhere, but I want to pick a spot. Like, we need to experiment, because if it can spawn to the left of us, I only have search level 4, so it'll probably take a little while to get us up there. We'll throw out another save while we're here. Actually, let's get off our bike too. If it's just going to be this small area, that would be so nice, but I'm willing to bet it can spawn to the left of us where it's inaccessible. Or it just might not be able to spawn here at all because it's too small. I just realized that we're going to be resisted by the thing we're hunting here, so maybe we don't have Cookie Lead here. Maybe Marcus with Giga Drain's enough? We're gonna have to heal more though, because Giga Drain takes so. I think it only has 10 PP right now. The downside of this is they're not gonna spawn with more items. I could teach, assuming Absol can learn like Brick Break or something, that would like really trivialize it. I don't know if it can though. I feel like it cannot. This area seems to be like unbelievably perfect though. I think maybe my thing will be to chain to 200 to like kind of up our odds as much as possible. Maybe even 250. That also makes it feel a little better about the resetting and stuff, because if I just cheese it out at like 50, it feels a little bit worse. I think that's what we'll go for. A little personal creed. Got one more Giga Drain after that one. So the area might be a little bit too small. Absol has pressure. I was wondering why we're running out so quick. Which is funny because we want one with super luck ideally. Oh, I was heckin' cruising. Glad that doesn't drop the chain. That's good to know. I believe shiny Absol is reddish. This is kind of nice because we can heal off the sucker punches without really thinking about it. Tempted to PP max Giga Drain, but I think it'll only go up to like 18 or something, right? I'm positive I went past it. I'll do it. Let's see what it goes to. Yeah, 16. I should probably bring Shofu Khan to lower it as well, thinking about this critically. I don't know if it can hurt itself. We'll grab Shofu Khan just in case. We're not going to pause at 50, we're just going to go all the way to at least 100. I haven't decided if I want to try and change to 100 or 200. I'm thinking it's going to be 200 or 250. Feels a little bit dented to not like just commit to getting the highest odds possible. But at the same time, you can save a lot of time if you just get it on the first one. And I don't know how big the difference is. I should look at the numbers. That's probably a good way to determine it. Because if it's like a 1 in 50 versus a 1 in 60, I could be swayed to stop at 50. If it's like a 1 in 50 versus like a 1 in 120, I could see some merit in pushing. Forgive me, I'm woodcutting. Forgive me, Father, I have cut wood. It would be nice to see it on not one of the shiny rate ups too. Because that would just be, it wouldn't be exactly a 1 in 1300, but it'd be pretty close to it. We saw Marcus on a 49er, which was quite nice. That was like that was pre-shiny charm, so that was like a 1 in 35 probably, 3000. Maybe I'm like shooting the number a little bit wrong. I definitely think increasing the Giga Drains was a good idea. It's really nice the tools they give you in this game to be able to transfer over like egg moves and stuff. Because while training, we can bump into an Absol with egg moves. And if we catch it, and then we have our shiny Absol available, we can transfer over the egg move like that. Excuse me, by bringing it to an NPC. I believe we started at 4 Absols at the start. So what I'm going... We just didn't successfully KO an Absol? That's crazy. What I'm going to do... is finish this 100 chain. Do a chain of 1, break it, and then Do another 100 chain. And then do a 50 chain, maybe. I don't know. It might not be worth it. It would put us at exactly 255 at that point. I could always do it afterwards, though. Can you... Okay, they know Parish Song, which is disgusting. I hate that. Oh, no. Imagine our shiny Absol Parish Songs. That would not spark a great deal of joy. We can save state and try to, like... catch it anyways. I don't know when the balls are rolled, if it's when they're thrown or whatever. I don't know what Justified is. I feel like that's like a sword Pokemon thing. Not like from Sword and Shield. I forget what they're called. It's like the Four Swords or something. I know that's a Zelda game, so it's probably not him. Like Cobalion and stuff, you know? The Swords of Justice. Keldeo. You just shouting out random Pokemon related terms, hoping to make sense. Stop with the Parish songing. You're stressing me out. I'm gonna just push to 200 and then we'll chain there. Thinking about it more and more. That's what the plan is. That way we've got like basic... Oh, but maybe I should just go to 250 at that point, or 255. I don't know. We'll see how I feel at 200. I might chain there, but I might just wait until 255. We find it on the way even better. There's like roughly a 1 in 15 chance we'll see it by then. Probably a little bit higher than that. But until then, we just KO Absols and we live the dream. I was thinking about getting a shiny Chompy, but like, man, we gotta hatch a bunch of eggs to do it. Which is not the end of the world by any means, especially when sped up, it's like kind of extraordinarily freeload. But I like this more. My tree has been depleted of logs. I must move to another. Me playing my medieval point and clicker game 20 years later. Parentheses, it's still the exact same game. Where do we want to go? Kandarin, Piscatoris, Hunter area. So the question is, if we hit the shiny, do we go for the quick ball right away? I think we save state right away. Just because, like, there's the possibility it could KO itself, which is really annoying. Definitely glad we didn't commit to doing it with Hime, because those sucker punches would probably start hurting after a while. And Marcus can just kind of slurp it off. Slurp it off? Heal, it can heal. Marcus can heal. Look, sometimes I find the wrong words to say at the right time, you know? So weird when they like go like, yeah, so this Pokemon's gonna be 87.5% male and 12.5% female. Like, it's strange from a game standpoint. I know that sometimes they're like, this one has a pretty dress, so it's more often a girl, which is like, okay, whatever. I see you, conventional viewpoints. However, from like a biological standpoint, that's interesting. That's kind of worrying for the longevity of a species. Pokemon devs were cooking something, but I don't know if it was anything good. This is our shiny chance? Nope. That's okay. We're just going to go right through it and get our numbers up. Every KO is a higher chance at getting a shiny. Yes and no. Okay. Legally, the KOs that are directly adjacent to the number 50 or 100 have a much higher chance than the ones that aren't. But it is increasing our chances regardless. For a moment, I thought this Absol was blue, and I was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I think we'll just go up to 255 or 254, I think it'll be, which is fine. I don't mind doing another 90 chains. Definitely a little nervous to KO a shiny still. You kind of go on autopilot when you're doing this. It's never a good feeling, but you just kind of got to get back up and look for it. Giving up is losing. And especially when it's your own fault that you messed up, just be like, that sucks. You again. Run it down. We're getting pretty close now. Sorry, I'm pulling out my chair is kind of like a transformer, and I'm pulling out part that makes it into more of a transformer. Which means I had a pretty good chance of dropping my my chain there. Which would have been real heckin' cringe of me to do, if I'm being straight up cash money with ya. I think we're gonna have an idea, at least potentially. If we pay enough attention, we might know if it knows Perish Song, because I think that's an egg move. I think it'll show up in the bottom of the screen when we go into it, or before we go into it. Alright, so we're at 188 right now legally, but we'll say 184. We had the 4 from before. And legally, those 4 from before don't affect the 100. So the 100 will still be the higher chance of the shiny here, but we will go to the 50 after this one as well. I have successfully navigated to another Elder Tree. The crops are safe for another season. You're very welcome. These get pretty high level because of the chaining. Alright, 3 more for our next roughly 2% chance. Oh, a level 80 one's kind of beefy though. This one knows double edge even. These things are dangerous. Here's our 2%er. No luck. We'll go 50 more and then we'll chain there. Oops. Actually, even better. Nah, okay. I wasn't sure if we could break it in this small area. We can't. It'd have to go a little bit further. I was just gonna break it to put us at the 255. That's not a big deal. We'll be at 254 at the end, which is basically guaranteed. I mean, not guaranteed, but as high as it's gonna get. Technically, this gives us a better chance at not getting like a really high level one too, which could be a boon. I don't really know how catch rate works on high level, but since the level of scaling works, I think it's every 10 that you have, their max level goes up. Something like that. But we'll be topping at 50, so it'll have a better chance at not being really high level. Which is kind of ideal for us. Oh my god, I thought I was going to drop it there. That was the scariest thing that's ever happened to me. Let's heal up because we're out of Giga Trains. 23 to go and then we'll save state. Oops. All right, 13 to go. We'll save states. We'll see if we can get lucky. We haven't even built up our Hime yet, and we're looking to get more. I'm just feeling it today. I'm feeling the shiny luck. Honestly, I'm just happy to have the shiny charm because it makes these grinds like dramatically quicker. Glad you don't have to finish the whole Pokedex for it. That's kind of something I'm dreading doing, but I know that I have to. We're at 46. Let's pay a little bit of attention here so we don't accidentally go over. 47. I think we'll stop at 50 again. Alright. KO this, heal up, save state. Boom. Boom. This is going to be a quick one to do. There's not many positions to go into. I have to move myself to the next tree locale. Thankfully, we can check these seeds really fast here. I just pushed the F5 button on the wrong screen, which is my load state button. So instead of loading the save state, I opened the grouping system in RuneScape, which is pretty cool. That's certainly what I wanted. Did not mean to go that far. I could be actually like quite methodical about this because just making circles around the edge are all different inputs. Allow me to get to my tree. I'm so sorry for my transgressions. What have I done? I've ruined everything. Everything is fixed. I'm sorry for the false alarm. As long as the sparkles are in like a different unique spot, we've successfully done what we need to. Taking weird paths and stuff should suffice. I don't want to wiggle randomly because there's like a distinct possibility I could hit the exact same thing several times in this small area. I was kind of hoping this one would be quick. It still could totally qualify as quick. It just hasn't reached quick state yet. Now I'm doubting that I remember what the shiny looks like. Maybe I should have looked it up ahead of time. I just figured having a shiny hunter could be cool. That's literally as far as my little peanut brain went. Maybe it's better for me to just kind of like send it randomly instead of being so methodical. Bum ba ba bum bum ba bum 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 bum. Come on, Absol. Come on. It's time. You gotta be shiny. I guess you don't have to, but I would like it if you were. What's our chain or our search level? 253. Okay, it's one less than I thought it'd be. It's still like effectively maxed out. Oh, it's because we haven't KO'd this one. That's why it's one less. KO'd or caught, excuse me. Come on. Thankfully, with save states, I can return to this later on if I don't feel like doing it now. So I wouldn't be able to do any more Unbound, obviously. I ran out of time. That was probably the shiny right there. I don't know why I just ran as if that was like something that you're allowed to do. That would break the entire chain. I feel like we've definitely seen 50 by now. Thinking we're going dry in another shiny. This is why I save state when it comes to games on an emulator. I ain't made a time. We gotta do like the secret command, like up, up, down, down, left, right, BAA, BA, start, select. That one's shiny. Imagine. That would have been awesome. Come on, we've certainly done more than 50 at this point. I mean, maybe we haven't. It feels like we would have done well over 50 at this stage, though. Sometimes you get the full odd shiny. Sometimes you don't. Them's the breaks. Going back to my old strategy of making circles. I reset on it, but I know roughly where it was. But it's definitely on the seed. It was... Oh, no, we're going to have to get the timing right for it. Oh, no! I reset on a shiny, but that's okay. At least we know what it looks like now. It's way different color than I thought. That's not it, but that was close to it. That's one off. No, I hate that I did that. It was inevitable to happen when you go so quick, though. I know that it was on this tile, I just don't know how long I waited. Now that I know it's here, though, we can deliberately try to walk onto that tile. And get it to pop again. I know it was that top right spot. So if I see that... I know that's it, but I don't know how many seconds I wait on this tile. We're probably just gonna find a different one while trying to replicate this. I feel like I waited a long time on that tile. Maybe I didn't. No, dude, I can't believe that happened. I mean, I could totally believe it. Dang, that's a rough spot to try to replicate to. No, you hate to see it. Maybe I even waited for a little bit in the beginning, too. I keep opening the group chat list in RuneScape. Of all the ones for me to reset on just prematurely. That was the right tile, but it was the wrong spot that I was in. I feel like I've hit the same few Pokemon, but I just haven't hit that one again. I should probably just give up on this seed. Oh, that could be it? No, okay. I was gonna say, my micro felt way worse on that one than it did on the proper one. Is that it? No, it was one to the right of that. I wish I remembered how stupidly I walked. Or how efficiently. I'm like, I did it again! I can't believe that. I was like, nah, this one's not gonna be it because I went to the wrong spot. Alright, we have two Absol Seeds, shiny ones, on both of these spots. I can't believe I just did it twice. Oh, it's really funny. Alright. We know that there's at least two in this same state. No. I hate that for me. That's the one. This is it for sure. Oh, I thought that was the timing. That's so funny, actually. I can't believe that. That it? Every time it's in that spot now, I'm gonna assume I got it. I don't remember what I did in that corner. I feel like I waited for a sec or something weird. Alright, no more super quick resetting. That's not it. What a dumbass. Unbelievable. Can't believe I did that. Although I do like that it's in that corner, because that corner is way easier to position into than the other one. I should have paid more attention to how long it was in that corner. I was thinking about something. I was saying something. I keep getting shinies on the ones where I'm like the dumbest possible version of myself. We need to go here. I don't think it was a quick one is the issue. If it's like as quick as possible, that's a lot easier for me to replicate. I can't believe we found a second one and reset a second one. And of course, we're hitting like the same few. I think we hit the same absol like 3 times there. I can't believe this. Missed the shiny once, shame on you. Missed the shiny twice, shame on me for certain. I don't know what stupid thing I did in this corner. It should be, like, in theory, not that bad to replicate. That's it. We found it. No? Okay. I almost certainly, like, paused at the start of that one. It's funny, because I was just about to say maybe we give up on the seed. And now that I know that there's 2 here, I'm like... Surely we find it, right? Surely we find a 3rd one, actually. That would be certainly more likely at this point than being able to find that one again. I hate that for me. I do. What if I do a little wiggle in the corner? Will that make it work? Maybe I give up on the seed. I think that this seed's wasting me time. Because I know that there's a lot of ones here that don't work. But I'm trying for the one that did work. Can't believe I reset on that. You know, there was probably a, there was an undo save state button in this, right? Yeah, there is. There's an undo load state. I could have saved it. All right, we're gonna remember that for the future. I learned that while doing something. I forgot what. All right, that means we have like, we could certainly give up on this, but imagine if we find this one again. Maybe I could undo enough states to go back to the point where, hold on, wait. Can you undo state multiple times? Did I hit the wrong button? I don't know why this would load back to here. Okay. I guess that was the first one I did, and that's why. Weird. I think we just take a new seed at this point. I know that there's 2 shinies here. However, I did some unholy stuff to get them to spawn. And clearly there's no other ones in this seed. But man, does it feel bad to find 2 shinies and not get either. It's just, I don't remember what I did. That's it. We waited long enough. No, I was like, that's the perfect time. It's in the right spot. Alright, I'm gonna grab a new seed. Because we've checked like most of these here. I'm gonna cut my losses. It hurts a little bit since we know that there's a shiny there on 2 tiles, but like, I'm not finding it. I think I'm gonna have more luck just looking at a fresh spot. That hurts. Definitely learned my lesson to not be so quick on the trigger on that one. It looks so heckin' cool too. It feels vaguely like I'm back at square one, which is illogical because I'm not, but like, it still does. Losing progress, even if it's like faux progress, is not a fun experience for anyone. Considering that this could be done right now, but I'm just dumb as bricks. I can't even ask for it to show up anymore. I can just be like, thank you so much for gracing me. I've squandered the opportunity. And the fact that you considered me a viable source of your shininess is truly a blessing on my life. Oh my god, I'm so bad. Oh, it's so hard to get for me. It is interesting though, because that was like the perfect example of just how many seeds there are. Because I just could not get that same seed to spawn again. Just waiting a little bit is enough to change the whole game. Aw, man, that hurts. It doesn't really hurt that bad. But the fact that it happened twice, that's what's getting me. That's why I'm not seething. I'm certainly feeling like the dumbest person in my room right now by a lot. Because we could just go extraordinarily dry now. Like, this could be really, really long. I mean, it can't really be that long. Mathematically, like, it's in our favor for it to not be that long. My beautiful baby boy! Hello? Please don't leave. You're setting up on me? I love that for you. Set up as much as you want, King. Oh, my beautiful baby boy. God, I feel dumb. How do you spell the dessert and not the politician? M-A-C-A-R-O-N. This is gonna be macaron because we had cookie before. Ah, thank goodness. After missing 2 of them, that was embarrassing. We're certainly gonna have to get a dream mist to change your ability, but that's okay. You also know Mega Horn, which is... How do you get dream mist is a question in itself. Let us save our game really quick. I think it might just be from... What do you call it? From the Battle Frontier. Let's go ahead and peruse the not the subreddit, the Discord really quick for a little bit of information here. I don't participate, but I certainly lurk a lot. Dream Mist. 50% drop chance from 5 to 6 star Musharna raids, available after obtaining 8 gym badges. 200 BP. And the Gym Leaders Gauntlet. We could certainly get it for BP if nothing else. If we make a team that can farm BP, we can pretty passively farm them. I think we have 1 Dream Mist right now. I think. I can't imagine I used it, and I believe you get given 1. But I think I want to use that on Macaron. We might not even have it. Where would it show up? There's Whip Dream. That's kind of like Dream Mist. I don't think we used it, did we? Maybe we did. Let's sort it by name, please. Thank you. We have 2 of them. I want to say, let me look up Absol first. Absol, Pokemon Unbound. Yeah, okay. So we will have to use it, but that changes it to justified specifically? So we might not need to use it. This could be good information anyways. So it's ability capsules for regular abilities. Pickup ability gets you them at a 1% chance from 91 to 100, given by beating people in the SS Marine. The Hara Game Center has it for coins. Okay, interesting. Thank goodness they have so many like useful informations on the wiki. Or not the wiki, the Discord. I don't know why I keep calling it the wiki. I'm gonna assume we don't have one per chance. We don't. Maybe this is an excuse for us to kind of wake up and start doing a little bit of the Battle Frontier. Oh, that's another thing. I just remembered. The Battle Frontier, to my memory, has the ability to turn a Pokemon shiny. Which, like, there's not many I would use that on, but I could see it as viable for a few. If we can shiny hunt it, I'd rather hunt it. But things like Chompy, if we want to keep Chompy as Chompy, that's like the way to do it, you know? Honestly, though, not bad. Cookie's still going to be the super lucker. I almost said super sucker. Poor Cookie, dude. At least until we get the ability capsule, but I think that this is a good wake-up call for us anyway. It's not wake-up call, but a good excuse for us to go, oh my god, it looks so cool. A good excuse for us to go check out the Battle Frontier. Perhaps that's what we'll do next time. But imagine if we had 2 more shinies first. Oh, look at our team. Bunch of stand-up lads, truly. Oh, I love it. Can't get enough of it. Let's throw a quick save out as well. Good sesh, though. 2 shinies was the goal. Legally, it was 4 shinies, but we're not going to talk about that, because that does embarrass me a little bit to think about. Either way, I'm going to wrap up there. Let's throw another save state, too, because I'm neurotic. Alright. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great weekend. I don't think I'm going to stream anymore today. Next week's gonna be a little funky. I got this like procedure thingy on Thursday, and there's a lot of prep for it on Wednesday and stuff. So I'm thinking I might only stream Monday, Tuesday next week, maybe Friday. But we'll see. It depends on how the procedure goes. Fingers crossed for good news. I'm super nervous about it, but let's not think about it. Now, either way, I had a great time. Hopefully you did too, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Bye for now.